What's up, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine. Doing awesome, actually. So today, welcome back to another episode of Blondskunk's Building World, Episode 2 to be more exact. All the projects that I have planned out for the Blondskunk's Building World thingy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, here's the layout of it all. It looks a bit confusing just looking at it from above and not knowing what everything means, but I'm going to explain it all. I'm going to explain what everything means right now. Let's get right into it. So the kingdoms are right here. Okay, these are all the banners, all the sigils for each kingdom. So here we have the kingdom that we are currently building, which is going to be Editia, the capital kingdom. Then we have the enemy kingdom, which is Scorpius. Then we have the rebel kingdom, which is another enemy kingdom towards the capital, Vetra. Then we have Highforge, which is a neutral kingdom. It is not on either side of the battle. So they are a neutral kingdom. They are in the northern, I would say northwestern region of the map. Constellation, which is allies with the capital kingdom Editia, and Grifton, which is also allies with Editia as well. Okay, so we have 6 kingdoms in total, so that's pretty cool. Moving down the list here, then we have villages. Now, villages are laid out as such. So if they're underneath the color of the kingdom, then they are allies with that kingdom, okay? Gosh, my voice is going on me already. It's not good. It's not looking too good. We have villages, right? So Lumberville. Lumberville is underneath Editia's blue banner, so they're allies with Editia, and they supply lumber to Editia and the allied kingdoms. Okay? Silverstone is also an allied village with Editia, and provides, I guess, I don't know, mining resources or ores and such, stone and I guess like stone and stuff. So Silverstone is provides that resource to Editia and the allied kingdoms and allied villages. Moving down the list here, or not this list. Hold on, let's go this way. So Scorpius has no allied villages. Vetra is basically a rebel camp. It's not really a kingdom; it's a camp, but we call it a kingdom because it's a fairly large camp, nevertheless. Has no villages. And Highforge has 1 village, which provides weapons and armor to anybody. So Highforge is interesting because they are neutral. They provide weapons and armor to both sides. Okay, so 2 different factions, right? Well, we have, I guess, multiple different factions. I don't know. I'm still kind of working this, the kinks out. But we have 2 different sides, and Highforge provides weapons and armor to both sides, which is kind of interesting. It's going to make for a very interesting lore in the long run. Anyway, this is the village of Winterguard. Okay, so they make all the armor and stuff, and so does Highforge. Highforge is like a weapons and armor making dealio. Hold on. Minecraft, come back to me, please. Then we have Constellation, which has no villages. Okay, interesting. An allied kingdom with no villages next to it. And then we have Garden Peak, which is, with Grifton over here, and they provide food for allied kingdoms and villages. So yeah, pretty cool. So kind of interesting. So it all sort of starts to make sense, right? As we move down the list, we have forts and outposts and castles. Forgot to put castles on there, but there's also, I guess forts and castles are sort of the same thing. But yeah. So starting with Edia's little forts and castles and stuff like that, we have Fort Vargan, Fort Snowfall, Castle Long Creek, Watchers Outpost. Now, outposts are basically like camps or something like that. So that's what we're going to be building them as, like little settlements and camps, things like that. But they're fairly large camps, if you know what I'm saying. So they're going to have like mini like forges and enchantment areas and all that stuff, so you can resupply and all that stuff. Scorpius has no villages, as we were saying, but they have Fort Might, Castle Blood, and Redguard outpost, okay? Vetra only has an outpost. It's called Rainlash Outpost. Highforge has Snowhold Keep. Constellation has, let's see here, Glory Outpost. So you can see these guys are sort of the weaker kingdoms because they don't really have too much. Highforge is debatable. Then we have Grifton, which is Fort Harvest and Forest Outpost. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then we're going to have a whole nother series of lore that I will eventually come up with for Crystal Tower. Because that's like a whole nother like vibe and a whole nother story that deals with the magical part of the world. So yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be getting into that probably in a future episode to come. But I'm gonna plan that out eventually. All right, guys. So we're back in Blondskunk's building world, ready to get started on a brand new, beautiful castle. It's gonna be great. Yeah, as you can see, I have made a lot of progress in the time that between episodes and all that stuff, and I started designing some of the stuff that we're going to be having in this castle. So some wall designs here potentially. We're going to use structure blocks to build this castle. I think that'd be kind of interesting to do. But yeah, I'm going to talk about this for a little bit as we get to, building this and getting it all good to go. So this castle is going to have the same tower design for each tower. Now, you might be saying, oh, Blondskunk, they look a little different. Yes, they are different from this point up, as you can see. From this point down, they're all the same. Okay? Now, that's just to keep a little bit of consistency. This one's a little different in the terms of how it's built in this region, but for the most part, these are all the same tower. And I want to keep that consistency throughout the castle, because Editia's castle is supposed to be this grand, big castle that is, has a little bit of consistency and it's a very much upkept castle because it is the capital kingdom. So it needs to look a little bit nicer than all the other kingdoms. Yeah. It's the capital, So as you can see here, I got pretty much the whole castle laid out, and it's going to be a big one, okay? It's going to be a big one, and that is intentional because I really want this castle to be like grand and magnificent. So there's gonna be a lot to work on here. So right here, I changed this up a little bit. This inner castle, it's gonna be up on a hill. We have to build a whole custom hill here to basically get up to this point. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a bridge that goes across this point. So we'll have another bridge here. It's going to go like this. And it look pretty cool, I think. Then we have a bridge going down here. This is going to be one of the side entrances to the castle. And the main entrance will be over here. What else is there to talk about? So yeah, this is the outer wall, which will mainly have those battlements and crenellation towers on the side here. And then we're going to have a inner castle with using mostly these towers. Now, the reason why these are two different color towers, because this tower here, the yellow one, is the main tower. So this is the one that's going to stick up the most and will be the highest tower and the highest point of the castle. So this is going to be a fairly big castle. And the reason why I'm elevating this part right here, this inner castle, so much is so that you can see, once we have the walls, that you can see this castle above the walls, even when you're down here. Okay? Alright, so you'll see this starting to peek over the walls, because the walls are over here, and I'm going to show you them in just a second once we get back over here. They're going to be this tall. Okay? So that's a fairly big wall. So we want to make sure that we were able to see the inner castle. I think that's going to be really cool, a really cool effect to see it sort of peeking over the outer walls from the inside. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Let me get out some building blocks here. Let me get out my ender chest. I have a great idea for these structure blocks and everything. Now, it's much easier just to use world edit, which I have been thinking about getting, to be honest with you, because it would make building progress a lot faster. And anything to do that really does help. And I don't think there's anything wrong with using world edit, but you guys can let me know if you have an issue with world edit or something like that, because if so, you don't think it's a good idea, then we won't do it. But if we can get world edit, and I don't see it as really a bad idea, because it'll just make building progress a lot faster. Now, I know some people will be like, "Oh, Blondskunk, you're cheating then. You're just totally cheating." And not to mention you're in creative, But I think, personally, it's going to be really, really a good thing to have. So, right here, we're going to start placing down these towers. Now, they don't have the tops on them just yet, but what's going to happen here is we can go back and then build the necessary tops back on. Now, you can say, why don't you just copy those? Well, they do not fit within the border of the structure block, so I have to unfortunately go back in and do that myself. It'll take little to no time to do, so I'm not too crybaby about it right now, but I might be later on. We'll see. So it's all about just placing these right, and just having this all laid out already makes it very, very easy and very simple. So yeah, let's go back in here. So where all these blue circles are, where all the towers are gonna go, like that. Yeah, this doesn't matter. I was gonna fix that, but it doesn't matter. I'll come back around and see how easy this is. We already got pretty much the towers done, almost. There's still a lot more work to be done. I'm saying it's easy because, well, it is. You just copy and paste and everything, and yeah, pretty cool. My goodness, my gosh, this is looking pretty good. Not done yet. Far from it. We got a lot of work to do still. I spent almost an hour and a half working on this, just between those two cuts and clips. My goodness. Oh, this is gonna be a while. This is gonna take a while, but it's fun, dude. This is really, really, really fun. And I'm getting into the project because it's a lot to do, but it's exciting. I have so many ideas just within this one build. Not to mention that we have tons of villages and tons of kingdoms to still build. But this is coming along pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm liking the shape of it. So let's get a little closer here, and I'm going to show you what we got going on. So I was using the structure box mainly to work on this because it would just take forever to get this done within the time that I even got it done in, because I had to replan it. I had to replan out the whole castle. That's what took me a little bit, because these are a different size than what I originally was going for. So the walls are a little bit. So don't mind like the transition between these. See how these are like a little bit weird? I'm gonna fix this later. But yeah, this is gonna take a long time to do. But it's coming along, I have to say. So this here, I'm just gonna fill this out, bring it down to the ground, decorate it a little bit more. This wall. But yeah, let me talk about it a little bit here, and show off some things, because it is looking pretty good, I would say. Yeah, so we got the outer wall going here. Right here, I'm gonna decorate this more. Don't worry. I would never leave a build like this because it's just terrible. And eventually, it's gonna have like an archway in here with a river going through here. We're gonna terraform all this. Same thing is gonna happen over here. This isn't even down yet because I was trying to figure it out and how it was all gonna go. This one back here is this, just come back. Then so it's all coming together. Just taking a while because it's a big build. This is a massive build with just using the vanilla tools in creative Minecraft. it's taken a while. But it's going fast. It's going fast. With all things considered, it is going faster than expected. Because we pretty much have almost all the outer walls done. I wouldn't say it's totally done because we still got tons of detail to do on the bottom half portion of it. We got this inner castle here, and I'm gonna have the middle tower be like up in here. I want this tower, that tower right there, to be like right here. So that's gonna be main tower. It's gonna look over all of this just to make sure what block height. Okay, we're good. We're totally good. I had to make sure it wasn't gonna get chopped off or whatever, and copy and pasted it then. So it's gonna be right here, and we're gonna have another little castle within this. So yeah, there's a lot to be worked on here. But I figured, guys, hey, let's I'm gonna put these structure blocks away. Let's stop using structure blocks for a little bit. All these do something. These are for the walls. This is for the mountain base that's over by Crystal Tower. Yeah, structure blocks are interesting. They're not very, I would say, good. World Edit would be a lot faster and easier, obviously, and it would make, making terrain a little bit easier and, and just faster. Because that's the whole idea of Blondskunk's building world. I have a lot of ideas, right? I have a lot of ideas to build up and create this big, massive world and, make these big projects. But the problem is time. Time really just messes me up. And, it can be just so hard sometimes to find time to sit down and do these big projects. And honestly, that was one of the big things I was worried about when coming back to YouTube. I was like, am I gonna have time to do all this plus streaming plus all that? And with my new schedule that I did post on Twitter, go check it out. It is over there, and with the new schedule, it's gonna be pretty good, I think, and I think it's gonna work out okay. So we just gotta hope for the best, you know what I'm saying? So, and of course, gotta keep posting them videos, and that's what I really want to do. But for the most part, I'm excited about this series. I really am, and I'm excited about all the projects, especially. It was the big thing that really brought me back to YouTube was that we were going to be working on this massive kingdom world, and I just love the sound of that, I love the sound of that. I think it's great. Working on a big, massive kingdom world and just recording it and streaming it and just doing different things. It's wonderful. It's great. I think it's great, at least. But yeah, it's fantastic. Hold on. Am I doing this wrong? Man, I am, not with it today. A 4-hour nap. If you can even call that a nap. That's like a sleep, pretty much. This is like sleeping at that point. But I needed it. Oh my god, I am so busy with everything. I'm so busy with work and doing this thing. It's just I'm getting busy again, and I like being busy because the more I'm busy, the less I have to think about things, the less overthinking I do, and I'm a big overthinker, so it really does help when I keep myself busy. So yeah. But yeah, also the other thing is too, when I start up projects like this and everything, I start overthinking about all this stuff too. So it's like, oh man, can't ever win with this stuff. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's working out good here. Right now we're just working on the castle entrance, or the outer wall entrance, main gate to some sort of castle. I gotta think of a name for it. Still, voice crack. Hello, welcome to the show. How you doing? But yeah, guys, it is a little weird back here again on YouTube. Still getting used to the whole, talking and trying to come up with stuff. And it's not that different from streaming, I guess, but it does work out in the end. Yeah, this looks nice. I like it. This looks cool. It's coming along. This is coming along pretty nicely. But yeah, it is natural for me. It's not like, a weird thing. to just, you know, do YouTube again, because streaming, I was still doing streaming in the time that I was gone, so it's not like I'm totally alienated from all this stuff on like YouTube and everything. So still know how to talk, guys. Don't worry. I still got that. Still got that going for me. Yeah, just building up the entrance here, trying to get it all good to go. Man, the episode times just fly by. How in the world am I supposed to do this? I talk too much. I think I talk too much in episodes. I don't know, dude. I feel like I can't, like, we're already, I think, what? Let me see. Hold on. But I think we already have a 2 6-minute clips. And now we're at 9 minutes. 10 minutes already. So, what, 22-minute episode already? Jeez. Skunk. What are you doing? I don't know. That's the other thing, too. I'm like trying to get used to editing again. That's the main thing. Like, editing videos is not hard or anything like that. It's just like, I gotta get used to, you know, making, you know, my time worthwhile with making videos and making the most of in a video that I can. But I'm finding that to be the hardest thing right now, is doing that. So, but yeah, we're getting used to it, getting back into it. Feels good, man. And also this talking and building thing too. It does take up the time. It's not easy. But I do think if I will do time lapses in the future as well. I'll do time lapses, other things within this series to kind of break up the episodes and make them a little different. So I think that would be really, really cool. So there'll be a pathway here, or just a natural pathway. Yeah, that looks pretty good right now. Looks pretty good. I like it. I do. I really do. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you guys are absolutely welcome to recommend stuff for this series, and tell me what you think, because I'm all for it, you know, all for the recommendations, you know, hey Skunk, maybe you should try this, or in all that thing, doohickey. Just give me some, let me know down in the comments below what you think of the builds and all that stuff. If you guys do have any recommendations, let me know, and I'll be all for it. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I won't be all for it. Who knows? It'll be a surprise, I guess. But yeah, it looks pretty nice, like right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more detail to it, but I'm gonna have to work on this between episodes, because good lord, there's so much to do that, you know, trying to cram all this into one episode just makes it extremely hard. So we gotta break it up a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Got a lot done with the castle. With the help of structure blocks and all that stuff. Talked about YouTube a little bit and time management and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think of this castle down in the comments below. And if you guys have any recommendations, as I said, let me know. Hey, I'm all for it. That's going to do it, guys. Make sure to check out me over at twitch.tv/Blondskunk. Links down in the description. Also to my Twitter as well. And you can all check that out and follow me wherever you need to be. We'll be streaming this world on over at Twitch, so be sure to go do that and hit me up with that follow. I really do appreciate it. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Episode 2 of Blondskunk's Building World wrapped up, all into this nice little box and present. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.